and we pass it over to our casters for game number 1.
Thank you so much, Tsunami, and of course the lovely translations. Love to hear it.
Yes,
I cannot freaking wait for this series. It's top 4, man. We're here.
Yeah, we've been waiting. We got some game 3s.
Oh,
it's been a great day so far. I would like some more. Can we get another game 3, please?
Keep doing it.
Yeah, let's just do that. Okay.
I think that this is also one of the times when I'm watching these games and I'm out there and I think about, man, these guys have been here for a while. Like, we just did the interview, obviously, with Bulk. They were sitting and staying. But the other thing that I heard was that XG, throughout the entire duration of this time that they were hanging out here, after their series, they didn't leave. So they've just been waiting all day to see who their opponent's going to be.
Yeah, keep an eye on the game, see how everyone's doing, and, you know, there were definitely some questions heading into some of those games. For quite a while there, I wasn't sure who they were going to be facing either.
Oh, no. I was, like, for sure that it was going to be Heroic facing off against them, but in the end, it is BB Team that end up taking it, and we're going to be facing off here in this one. And it's also a really interesting moment because you take a look at this matchup, BB Team, P-Vision, you know, you're up there also with Falcons. These squads have been in the top 4 9 times throughout this entire year. For XG, it's only their second time in top 4. They're trying to upset the narrative.
Yeah, and so far already doing that very successfully, considering many of you out there, and maybe myself also, didn't even have them getting out of the road to the International, let alone putting on such an amazing performance earlier in this tournament, and thus making it this far.
Well, it does mean that we're going to be treated to an absolute banger here, I am sure, as already a Death Prophet coming in mid. I was wondering...
That hurts.
Yeah, that was a nice
little uphill miss there.
I was wondering if we were going to end up seeing the Shaker bit pushed over and towards mid, but deciding to put it on XM, a hero he is somewhat known for playing it on, and an XXS is going to be the big money maker on the Earthshaker this time around.
Yeah, XM is bringing out a few of the hits today, you know? We got the Sniper coming out here. Maybe the Viper later, perhaps, you know, if we really want some dirty XM. But speaking of the hits, speaking of signature heroes, I always say, if you're in trouble and GPK's on your team, you break that glass in case of emergency and you pick up the Storm Spirit.
He really is just a phenom on this one, and so far already taken a few hits from the Death Prophet, but you can see sitting pretty in the laning stage. Of course, the big question mark is going to be how do they deal with the elephant in the room? We haven't been talking about it yet. Ame on Anti-Mage in full anime mode here in top 4.
Yeah. Well, there'll be plenty of time to talk about him this game, I'm sure. One way or another, you know, either winning or losing, the game often comes down to a lot of conversations about what is Anti-Mage doing? As you are pinning a lot of your hopes on this hero, but it is certainly a favorite for Ame, so not too shocked to see him play it here and getting it in this matchup that the hero does love, as he gets pressured under his tower right now by a Sand King.
Getting some good early harassment in there and making things a little bit uncomfortable. Can see Save just throws out a few of these little buckshots at him and forces back. And actually even going to glyph the wave here. This is over towards mid happening. Ame is somebody that's a little bit vulnerable on that Anti-Mage here in the early levels.
Yeah, you can see GPK getting in a little bit of trouble there with the Siphon coming out, but head the distance. And yeah, I mean, Death Prophet, like you said, a hero that XM certainly has played before, but not a hero we've seen a lot this tournament. Definitely, I think the first time we've been casting it, so it'll be interesting to see just, you know, the classic is just how much are you getting out of each exorcism.
And that was a big one. Pure's Courier goes down. Was a very tough situation there. Or was that Ame? No, Ame's just coming on out to him. He's going to be fine.
I think for me, speaking of someone else we haven't talked about this game, one of the best individual performances of today was Xingqiu on Snapfire earlier this morning. I feel like he absolutely dominated in one of those matches, so I'm sure he's feeling very good being back on this. And likewise, I mean, it was XXS as well, right, when he was playing on the Shaker. So they've already kind of warmed this up and are feeling very good about this.
Right. Well, and that's going to be the other thing to watch for is obviously when, you know, XG was playing before, they had that tough series against P-Vision and able to come together and put some solid results in this morning. But BB Team, a very different type of opponent to be playing up against, and want to see if they can sort of push this to the more late game scenarios. Obviously going to have really strong team fight around this Sand King too if Miero can get off to a hot start, and already you can see across the lanes they're eking out just a little bit of an advantage.
Yeah, I think this morning XXS had a like 10-minute blink. It was like right around the 10-minute mark. He busted it on off lane, which is just crazy. You can't really assume that you're going to get that again. Zincu also just had an insane amount of kills that game, so not off to such an explosive start in this one.
Well, still 0-0 at 5 minutes. And not a whole ton of roaming around. You got a freaking Oracle support here. The benefit, of course, is it does mean that more likely to be able to set up your Storm Spirit for good runes. That prognosticate.
Yes, very important thing to point out there. That innate is just crazy good on Storm Spirit. We're always talking about how runes run the Spirit heroes, and I would say that Storm Spirit is the most susceptible to losing runes and having a really bad early game. But here it is, the first Exorcism forcing down this tower. They've got supports on each side. Save's trying to pull this off here, but like GPK's in the jungle doing stacks. He now returns, but this is
my God,
a lot of damage. I mean, it's a siege wave, and
yeah, 6 minutes, and Zincu making that move over to get the little shredder debuff on the minus armor, and look at that, a 6-minute mid tower gone.
Really, the only good news is that it was a shield room that they couldn't contest during the Exorcism, so GPK can take a slight Pyrrhic victory in that at the very least.
But that is going to really open up the map. And I think the biggest thing also that this Death Prophet is going to give you as we see those camps blocked out is this sort of like countdown easy timer to take buildings consistently, right? Every single time that ulti's up, going to be trying to make some moves with it.
Yeah, and one of the more important things too, as you heard the panel mention, was this idea of the Sand King relying on stacks this game. Already you can see not having an incredible lane, obviously, versus the Anti-Mage. It's hard to really bully a whole lot. Like, you're doing okay, but you know, you're not this dominating Sand King. You're hoping to get these stacks there. You might contest with Exorcisms.
Does have boots on Zincu and making his way over. Is he going to be able to get there in time? Oh, just barely. And Katomi going to be shut down from that one as he will be eventually brought down.
There it is.
First blood drawn by XXS.
Oh, man. If that body block had have worked, that would have been awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Not quite able to do it there.
Dude, this crowd right now chomping at the bit to just get going. Honestly, I feel like they are prepared for this game to go wild in a few.
They're very organized. They have tools over there already, as you were mentioning.
I know. I saw that.
Yeah.
It's like a little brass plate they were hitting.
Getting the chanting organized here. Well, there is no agreement this time for 0 helms or anything, obviously, as it is finished up here for Ame, our go-to build on this Anti-Mage this tournament.
As has happened time and again, and XM does not get the benefit of knowing where the rune is, so Storm bottles up the haste in XM, realizing it's going to be gone, but does have ulti ready. I want to see what XM decides to do with this. Is he going to play for more farming-oriented gameplay, or is he going to try and sort of bully down these lanes?
I mean, it would be nice to just move towards your Shaker, I would think, you know? Try and take that top tower, make things a little bit more difficult up there for Pure. On the other hand, you could just say, hey, the lanes are going well. You're already just kind of chilling on the wave right now as XXS. Could wait to respond instead and just keep controlling mid. But the Ghost is starting to meander a little bit towards the north.
GPK.
X-Nova's coming through the Twin Gate. All right, we got a plan forming here, perhaps.
But this is the other thing that you do have to be concerned about. A haste rune with the Storm Spirit could turn stuff south pretty quickly. And X-Nova...
XM actually just goes straight back. He's like, there's waves coming in. That's not full commit, and X-Nova just goes right back through the gate. I mean, they have this trap on there, which is really nice, of course, to keep an eye on these support rotations.
Thorough strike the helm, tries to do some damage.
Nice.
Was not able to get there in time to take over another one, so the gold is handed over. And while this is happening, while the Ancients were blocked, GPK was able to take out 2 triple stacks over in the jungle. So he is building up his own net worth to try and contend right now with that Death Prophet.
Yeah, unfortunately, though, you know, trying to get your Galvanized going, those do come from kills alongside levels, and not able to get one with the haste rune is a little painful. Nero is calling for a defense here.
And thinking about it, this is a dangerous move to make with level 6 there. The cookie
they got Oracle
gets the stun, but it is going to be Bane in trouble. Now the turn on to Nero, but the save is there. Oh, false promise doing some work, but XM does have the ulti ready and just has to TP out with one. Now Ame gonna chase down Katomi, find that finish, and will move immediately into the tower.
Yeah, not what they're really hoping for. You don't get a good initiation there. You get the save from the Oracle, very nicely done, at least to get Miro out, but there's no conversion there from GPK. They still get the tower knocked down, and now that's the mid tier 1, the bottom tier 1 gone, and the classic Ame getting so much space.
Yeah, and on a hero that will make good use of it as well. Only 1 point up right now in that counterspell and ready to start working his way through the bottom of the map farming. And this is what you want to see for XXS. Will manage to do a nice little chunk of damage there and does have his Blink Dagger now done.
Man, this guy is crushing it on Shaker today. Actually ridiculous how fast he's getting these. All right, so at the very least, because he's farming up with the Echo Slam, of course, there's not going to be this like immediate movement. But when it's back up, I mean, you know, you got 4 points Aftershock. You're very happy to start making maneuvers across this map. And you've got to imagine Pure is the prime target. Or, I guess, ending GPK's life would also be great here to try and start working on these Galvanized charges, as he is going to get smoked up now by Save. Only has an Illusion rune to work with this time.
Scan does connect, though.
Oh, but
I know that Ame is here.
You know? I guess if Miro's here too. Okay.
Gonna try and make something happen. Sees Miro. Now Ame realizes that the jig is up.
Yeah, the spidey senses are tingling.
Do you really get caught? No. Blinks away. Ame, never in doubt. Does he lose the other creep, though? He might just. XXS finishes off that camp and is gonna head back home before getting ready for a smoke play, most likely. So, just about the 12-minute mark as we hear the crowd picking up again, trying to instill some hope. The team they're hoping is going to come away with the victory in this.
Again, another rune secured thanks to Oracle's passive. Or innate, rather, I should say.
And maybe looking for another go here onto Ame, but he is already backed away. Heading off to the other side, leaves his creep behind.
I mean, this is what I love about Death Prophet. I always love this hero because it just gives you such clear direction for your team.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the enemy team knows what you're going to do, sure, but it's so powerful that they have to be ready at the exact moment.
And they are not ready at all. Pure, in a world of hurt, will get saved for the moment with the false promise. And Katomi able to get there in time. Are they going to try and translate this into anything else, though? XM has Exorcism going, but having already used Kisses in the jump from XXS feels a little shaky.
I mean, there is still Echo, you know?
That's true.
They have to really fully commit for this, and okay, they are. Miro's coming through. He has his Blink Dagger. This could be a mistake from XG if they try and force this.
Well, they saw for a second there, actually, onto Miro, and so the one left behind is going to be X-Nova. Save picking up that kill. But everybody forced to the side of the map, and look who's down bottom. Yet again, Ame farming away on the anti-mage. Happy as a clam.
I think that was a good call from XG. Just cut your losses. Just get it there in that moment. You try and force that just because you popped Exorcism, and that's one of the easy mistakes you can make when you're running a Death Prophet lineup. Just accept that they were ready, right? They had the TP in there. They got the Oracle save. It was a nice play. Give them their opportunity there and just go back to farming elsewhere until the next Exorcism's up. Also have another smoke available here for X-Nova, so we could see him getting active with XXS. And he's got about 1,000 gold to go for the shard too. And the next big power spike there on that Shaker, and also a massive farming item as Pierce just able to start whittling down this tower as Kataomi will stack some Ancients for him and just defend his presence here.
I mean, this tells you everything. Ame right now is under a ward, just farming, and there is no interest from anybody of BB team to go on in and try and contest this.
Yeah, they're going to try and play their own game, right? They're going to hit their own very specific timing with these TA items into the Roche Pit, into the Tormentor.
Oh, Ame!
All right.
That was pretty sweet. That was good. I like that.
Oh, and as well. So, you know, they are able to pick up a kill there. Save going to grab that one.
So X-Nova brought down again, just like before, in the top side of the map. And XG not wanting to try and really put the pressure onto that top tier 1 tower. Content just continuing to farm. And you're working your way towards that Aghanim Scepter on the Death Prophet while still searching for a Battle Fury on AM.
They're scanning. They know he's around here. Of course, it could also just be the creep hero.
Blinks back. He's away.
Oh, save not connecting there. And of course, immediately unsummoning it by grabbing himself the Dark Troll Summoner for Ame.
I mean, this is the other thing, is that, like, even any of these little plays that you make for BB, it's very possible that you just, like, use up your mana pool if you pressure too far on Storm and then just explode on a mana void.
This ward here.
Yeah, this could make a
save.
big difference.
That sentry is going to catch if they check that high ground there.
They do see that one. Do they see the high ground, though? It doesn't look like they're going to drop down any vision.
I imagine a courier is probably coming.
Ame, do they want to try and go onto him? Boom forward, burrow strike, bushwhack, is it enough? Yes! BB team managed to find the kill onto Ame.
Great vision. That's what it comes down to. And
Now?
GBK, I mean, I wonder where the rune is.
XM, they set up. XXS doesn't manage to quite find it. Oh, he gets the regen stolen away.
Yeah, XS steals it right from under his nose. Barely able to survive there. Katome, of course, ready with the ulti, but hoping to not have to use it. And Ame still dead from there. 5 seconds here. And that's another exorcism that is not progressing the state of the game in a positive way for you as we get closer and closer to this timing that BB team are trying to hit. It'll be the Deso, maybe waiting for the Shard a little bit there, but mostly just like Deso into Tormentor, into TA Shard, into Roche, use the Aegis as your defensive tool, go forward, right? Yeah, talk about Death Prophet giving you direction in terms of being kind of a laid-out plan for how the team's going to play. You can argue that a TA lineup is very similar in that regard.
And they're just living down here. This BB team lineup have full vision in this area. X-Nova is going to throw his body at him, spot save, and they just back away. I mean, this is really, really good positioning and just being a bully on the map, making things uncomfortable.
Yeah, this ward's been really bad for them. They're going to find it now, though. And yeah, X-Nova was like, dude, they got a ward here for sure. So he throws his courier up.
Do not know if they'll find that other one that they placed down bottom, and I believe Save can go for the immediate D ward if they feel so inclined.
Man, a bit of a sneaky one there.
Battle Fury done for Ame. After the Helm is going to back out and try and farm in the safer places on this map. BB team in the meantime, smoke up in mid.
Yeah, they really feel like they have tempo in this one. Like I just don't think I don't think XG have much more to give, right? The exorcism starts to fall off a little bit here. Ame's a little bit behind. They haven't been finding these smokes with XXS or getting out aggressively on the map, so they're still very good at counter initiation, for sure. But I think it's going to be BB team pushing here.
X-Nova breaks the smoke. And so every time one of these jumps happens, they end up getting punished. As they find Miero in trouble, just going to get gripped after the fact. Sometimes it's better to play defense than offense.
That's what it seems to be here. I think they were just sacrificing Miero because they knew the room was bottom. Yeah, GBK's just sending them in, but trust me, it'll be worth it, man. I'll get an Arcane Rune, it's going to be awesome.
So how much is this like a scary AM game if he can hit his timings? Because obviously we know the TA timings of the Deso and everything else. What about Ame in this game?
Oh yeah, he's going to show up eventually. If it happens, it's going to be great for XG. There's a reason they're going for the Animage, right? It just makes it such a hard game for GPK. He's played a very specific way. He does have his BKB finish, so he is respecting the very possible facts that can happen in this one versus the Animage. He knows he kind of needs it. And he also knows his role, right? Sometimes a Storm, you get to carry a little bit. He's got a TA.
Yeah.
So she's got that mobility to jump in with you. You just need to make sure that you're getting the grabs and you're able to get multiple moves through the fight to give this good vision for the TA to perform the task that she's trying to do.
Well, Tier 1 tower goes down in the top lane as Pure come and invades that Ancients area. But
are they going to try and get mid before they get Tormentor?
It looks like it might be happening.
Yeah. All right. I mean, they feel pretty confident right now.
Structures are fortified.
And on the side of XG, being somewhat willing to step on over and contest this for a moment. The fissure connects. Pure will stick around and get the last hit on the tower.
All right. Any smokes? Who's got the smoke? All right. Xinkyu's got one. So are they going to smoke up and immediately run to the Tormentor? That's the question for me here. Because you've got great team fight, right? You have Exorcism up. You have the Eggs on Death Prophet. This is your fight, right? This is before the BKB. This is before the Aegis.
Ame is underneath a ward here, so if he goes to connect, then they'll know that he's coming through, but the rest of the squad can start out that fight. All right, Ame's not showing
Don't
up.
worry,
Ame's not coming. That guy is farming.
I mean, they're making their way here. This is a big dedicated maneuver, but it's a TA. It is gone.
It happens so quickly.
The kisses?
The kisses, trying
Save?
to find a snipe, now on to save, hiding over to the side. Katomi gonna get initiated upon and almost enough damage. Yes, he's gone. Can they do anything more after the fact? Epicenter out, but the big Echo Slam lands. Miero is out of here. XXS will fall to the follow-up Aftershocks.
Pure still sticking into it.
Trying to do what he can, but X-Nova is there. He manages to blink away just before a grip comes out. The slow is there.
Takes a chance to
Bushwhack
TP.
at the ready, needs to dodge away. Not gonna happen. Zinq also gonna be going into the graveyard.
I mean, it looked all right for a moment there, didn't it? You know, you get this kill in the Miro. You're like, okay, this was kind of worth it. They also did get the buyback there on Kanomi, so
Right.
something there. It is a net worth gain technically for them, but of course, you know, the Tormentor goes the way of save, and they're still in a good position to make their way towards the Roche here pretty soon. And that's a full Hurricane Pike as well, finished for Pure. So that's going to really be quite annoying for this DP in these fights.
It is very much a Ame PvE for the moment, and then throw bodies to try and slow things down as much as possible. You know the way that XG are trying to go. The question is, are BB team building up enough of a lead right now to sort of mitigate things for when the anti-mage comes online?
Yeah, it's kind of annoying when your carry is just farming creeps and theirs is farming more creeps and heroes, you know?
Yes.
It's a bit of a tough one.
You're not wrong there. Snova getting some good wards down around the map, but it is an Aghanim Scepter now completed for the Sand King.
They have so much damage.
Yeah, they hit hard.
And they, like, you're not going to have an aura hero, right? Like, you've got, I mean, I guess technically sometimes DP, but not happening in this game.
Oh no.
Just going from that Ags into the BKB. Now considering a Ghost and a Plate Mail.
Ooh, Ame just barely getting out of that one. Miero's still on the hunt, but chasing an anti-mage is not really going to put together good results.
No, and of course, they are largely magical damage outside of the TA, but we do have that break. So if Save gets the right shot, they can still explode Ame.
Manta done to try and match the tempo. Is underneath a trap right now, though. Sees the silence now onto the Hoodwink, who backs away under the Glimmer Cape. XXS scouting things out. Pure is there. Fissure not going to connect. BKB out from GPK. X-Nova trying to stay alive. XM low HP. Pure now getting hit by the kisses. And Ame right on top of him with the save at the last second. Will it be enough though with the Echo Slam to combo it out? They use so much damage and Pure is able to survive through it. But the cookie to back away, and XXS chased after by GPK with just the smallest amount of mana
the pike
in the
though.
world, but the hits. They come out from Pure as he managed to find the Hurricane Pike and not quickly enough able to dodge in the fog.
Oh my god, it's so tough for the TP to deal with. Has a Plate Mail to try and sustain, but at this point in the game, like, you're just trying to like stay in these fights and use your ulti, use this Aghanim Scepter, and it just doesn't feel great.
You saw right there at the end too, the Mana Void just not able to hit in time, as right on point was the Oracle there. Katomi, nicely played.
Ame's going to try and find his own answers here. Try and just keep moving up the charts here. He's currently considering a butterfly perhaps, but to no surprise at all, they make their way into the Roche Pit here. So much knowledge with this lineup, you know?
Oh yeah.
It's the new Tide TA. It's just Oracle TA. It gives you everything. You know where runes are, you know where Roche is. When it's popping up, it's very good.
Look at this. Next up, GPK is also queuing a Lincoln Sphere. So having more answers there for the Mana Void.
Yeah, the Mana Void. Also, I mean, just a grip, right? Like,
yeah.
It's super good. If you're going for this BKB, immediately X-Nova says, okay, well, Storm needs to jump in and initiate. I'll just target the Storm, and now BKB and Lincolns, and you got yourselves a problem. And again, it just comes back to the freedom that you're getting on this Storm because you have this TA. Like, you are just a playmaker on this Storm.
Miro, does he decide to go in there? XM, they find him. Rest of the team a little ways away. The punches, the damage from the Aghanim Scepter is enough. Katomi just a little bit late on that one. So Miero giving up a very important kill there. This is your sort of timing push, and if they smoke up and try and fight right now, oh, there's an opportunity.
Yeah, they have Echo Slam here too. I mean, if they could just bring Ame as well. Trying to make his way, but there's so much vision here too, right?
Oh, and Ame, does he show on this creep wave? Understanding the danger, he will back out.
He sends in one illusion. He's baiting a bit here, but they don't fall for it.
But that death on Miero, I mean, this could have very easily been tier 2 towers gone.
It's tactical, you know. It's just him and Kataomi. They're the only ones dying. Right? Together, they are the 7 kills of XG. Everyone else is deathless.
Bit of a tough one for the Sand King, who does still have that Blink Aghanims done and is working towards that BKB.
He's taunting. He's taking it in stride, you know?
That's true.
He's all right with it.
So now, with still 3.5 minutes left on Aegis, you got to imagine that BB Team will still try and take advantage of this window to put the pressure on. Success getting set up in the tier 2 tower on the top side. Just trying to delay things.
I think this is their best chance at a fight because it's
Ame right on top, Pure in trouble with the save. The bushwhack is there, and he's in trouble. Ame with a nightmare save. Can they keep him alive? Almost. Yes, he's out of there. Unreal. It took every single thing to keep him alive, but they did it. Ame survives through that, and now an attempt at Pure. They're going to go in with Miero, but I don't know, this fight already feels a little bit lost unless they can salvage this Burrow Strike off the mark, and now Nightmare pulls him back in. The cookie is out. Oh no, Miero, not like this. The false promise is there, but he's already taking so much damage. They lose the Oracle. They're going to lose the Sand King, maybe?
No, wait for now.
Oh, he's trying to get out of there. Miero Glimmer Caped. Ame's still on the hunt. They hide off to the side and, well, see the Sandstorm fissure out. Miero in trouble and gone.
An off sentry, the spot you try to flee to. He does notice it thanks to his own sentry that's down, but it's not going to help him now as he's certifiably dead. And what I was about to say, as they jumped in there, that was the best time to fight because he was just a couple hundred gold away from that Blink Dagger on Oracle. And if you have that Blink Dagger there, it breaks that whole initiation.
Such a big moment in this game. You go from Aegis wanting to push tier 2 towers, Sand King dies mid, then you try and push top, they all die there too.
Oh, and that's, I mean, it's such an important Aegis that it's supposed to be at least one tier 2, if not multiple, with that Aegis on this lineup. That is certainly the goal. But XG, they just spot a little weakness there, noticing that, you know, I don't think they're quite tight enough right now. I don't think they have the defense for this pure TA at the moment, and they just quickly jump on him. A great TPN from Ame to start that off.
And working towards that butterfly. 28 minutes in, the Wisdoms are around. And for BB Team, I mean, you still have an incredibly farmed TA. She's top net worth by 3,000 over this anti-mage. You still have so much physical damage that, as we saw right before that, he can have trouble dealing with. But do you feel confident enough now to try and make some solid move? Look at this, damage is nothing on the AM. That's probably going to change soon.
Yeah, he's certainly hoping so. I mean, Ame is almost into the butterfly. It'll be a bit of a small window before the MKB appears, but if he's forced to go over this MKB first on Pure, that also means he's still not getting in towards a BKB.
Right.
Which, I mean, there is a lot of just random magic damage and control in these fights, so it's a pretty hazardous game to not have a BKB, but of course that's because he is an Oracle, so he's counting on Kataomi to make up for the fact that he does not want to buy this BKB.
Kataomi going to be the one to watch for. And now with the Blink Dagger, like you mentioned, most fights, Pure is going to be able to be saved.
Yeah, you got to turn into a bit of a tree and protector when you're an Oracle with the Blink, right? Just become one with the trees, okay? You got to know all your little nooks and crannies that hide the vision, where your opponents can't see you, and you're not going to get randomly fissured into Enchant Totem and Chain Stun into a kill or something.
The one thing that is a little bit concerning, though, is that if you do manage to burn all of TA's mana, that's where you can run into some serious issues.
That's true. She does rely on that for a lot of her shenanigans, doesn't she?
So if Kataomi is a little bit late to get in there in time, could be an issue for Pure, but we will see. as XG still feeling comfortable, not really risking much in this game. They're farming out waves, shoving them out when they need to, and trying to take it to the late game.
Yeah, I was concerned about the lack of auras that could be coming out here, but as we get later and later, you know, XM gets over that hill, can get into the Shiva's Guard. Great item on this hero, very helpful against everything that you've seen on the side of BB team. That'll be a very good helper. And then, of course, we start getting into this Refresher Shaker, which has just looked so nasty at the main event.
It's been nuts. Well, and you can see now also XG at this 30-minute mark, they're going to head on up and try and find a Tormentor of their own. And at the moment, BB are not in the area to come and contest this. So this one should be a freebie. Although, I wonder if they feel a little bit scared of taking it, not seeing anybody. No, they're just going to go right at it. So Tormentor for X Nova.
Yeah, they scan around them just to see if they're safe and feeling all right.
And a very even game.
You can see Save here. It's queuing up the Scythe device, thinking, you know,
Ooh.
That's a support player that's not feeling the game. They're not feeling their teammates in a game. When you're behind Scythe at this point, it's like, all right, I'll put it upon my shoulders, I suppose.
Well, also on Hoodwink taking that greedy enchantment too, so less damage from the right clicks and hitting creeps, but does get the GPM bonus. Gem done on Death Prophet. Trying to take away this vision from the traps and everything else, but XM still a little ways away from finishing that Ghost Scepter. They're pinging him out, looking to find XM. Drop the trap, back away, bushwhack there, hits but the dodge! And XM gets the BKB off.
That was nice. X Nova, well positioned. I mean, he saw it coming.
Yeah. Unfortunate they had to use the BKB charge there for that.
That's true. I mean, perhaps that could open something up for the Roche. I mean, I guess they know, right? So they're going to know if it opens up for the Roche. We don't.
Again, that entire side of the map pretty well held by BB. Traps all over the place. They've got sentries down too. You can see invis heroes if they're passing by. Just a solid wall that's all over near that Roche pit. And it's actually only going to be a minute away, so they should get it on Radiant's side.
Yeah, if they can just obviously take note of that, thanks to having TA. Again, the N8 lets you know when Roche is going to spawn, so they want to just really control this bottom wave. Save's already on it. Keep the mid pushed out. They have Templar Assassin with the traps, which can be very helpful for this as well. Even if you don't have a Helm of the Dominator creep, there are other ways to push waves, it turns out.
A few of them at the very least.
Ame taking the more classic approach to the Helm of the Dominator, just as the wolf following him everywhere now.
Is sort of near the Storm Spirit, while Katomi is going to back out after being spotted by the Bane.
You know, 10 years ago, carry players just bought a Helm and all the creep did was stack Ancients. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
That's all it did. It just sat in the Ancients stacked the whole time.
They'd take the range creep. So now, as Roche is capable of respawning, XM was stepping over here and trying to make a little bit of a move, and they're going to smoke up as 4.
Oh, clearly hacking here. They also know the Roche timer somehow.
And the ping is for the TA. Do they want to jump? There are people right behind her.
Kataomi must be just sweating buckets right now, man. Like, don't get caught. Don't get
Not
caught.
afford to get caught. The jump in. Cookie. GPK not wanting to get stunned by that one. They're throwing in the anti-main illusions to start to burn GPK's mana. That is so frustrating to play against, and now they manage to get away from the bushwhack, and GPK is completely out of mana for this fight.
All right, that's not good.
Oh, man. If they go in and try and do this right now, I mean, he does have bottle, so he can bottle back up for a little bit.
It's not a lot, though. You know, it's not great.
No.
Roche is going to roar, let him know what's happening. It's an amplified damage rune. I mean, it's the rare time the GPK doesn't get the rune because it's Roche time, so they're trying to help Pure with this.
Miro hunting, ready to jump. They see him there, but he doesn't decide to go. Could have made that move. They take out the ward, removing vision.
Oh, this is so interesting because like, a split fight is quite bad for XG in some ways. Like when you have this enchant totem and the way the Death Rod wants to fight.
Kisses. going in. The Roche backs out, starts heading this direction. The Roche is low enough now, and it's going to start heading up to the north. BB team are in a weird spot for this. I wonder, could he have just exorcismed right now and stay mid?
And just follow
Roche?
the Roche? I mean, I'm ready to find out, Lyrical.
I don't know. I'm wondering if they're going to try and come and get over here in time.
Xnova's trying to get a nice ward here. Getting good vision for this fight. That's a brilliant place to put this right now. Taking good advantage. Immediately pinged.
Yes, they know.
Kataomi's on it.
Kataomi knows exactly what's going on. Wait, no, he does find it?
No, he sees it.
Yeah, they get it. He does show for a moment, but there's nobody nearby. Xnova caught. There it is. Fissure, the cookie to the far side. He's in trouble, dead. Xnova does have buyback, uses it immediately. Success, thinking about jumping to the low ground. Miero, no more BKB, has to burrow strike to get away. Now, XM has used the exorcism. They're going to put pressure on BB team and say, come and fight us here. Roche starts to go down one way or another. This is going down. Our BB team going to be able to come and steal it away, though. The bushwhack out connects to the moment to jump in. It's there. It's on the ground. He gets it. Miero makes up for what happened earlier. Snatches that Aegis. XM stuck in the pit. They decide to jump on out. Does he have the save? Yes, he does. False promise. Ame caught. Pure trying to hit him. Jump in. GPK finds his man, but the cookie away again. And when all is said and done, all that happened was the buyback from Xnova. The Aegis is gone.
Okay, and we get ourselves a little bit of a Radiant bounty as they're the ones who get the kill, and we reset.
All right, this is a sign. I feel like we're going late on this one. This is how it's happening.
God, we have some massive items, though, for 37 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, look at Pure. He's just a beast. The timing here. I mean, again, this vision placed down. Really good vision control this fight coming out from BB team.
Oh, as back in the world of the living not so longer, Miero is gone. Can't tell me, able to make his escape. I think he's level 24 now on the anti-mage. Oh, he's dancing now. Watch out, everybody. Hamburg, it has been a long day, but I need to know, are y'all still up right now, ready for this game? Who here feels like XG is going to come away with the victory?
Oh, it's getting louder. They're realizing you said XG. They're like, oh, those guys. Oh, yeah.
And can I hear from any BB fans who feels like they're going to be able to come away with this series? I feel like XG had it maybe. I'm not sure. That was close.
I'll tell you one thing, it's full in here.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all are very impressive.
That's what happens. Get here on the weekend. Stay, watch some Dota, have yourselves a wonderful time.
Well, I mean, I hope these players are having a wonderful time. I know if I get to play Dota all day, I have a pretty wonderful day, generally, you know.
Well,
there's ups and downs.
I was going to say, based upon the games we play together, I'm not sure that's not true. But you see right now, this next couple of minutes, they're saving on to the greedy. I think that they're recognizing that they're going to need to be able to scale into the later stages. And that is a sort of a weird scenario to be in, I feel like, particularly for an Oracle, right? Because you basically need to like wait for things to go wrong and then save the day, and often you're still ended up in a bad spot.
Save the day?
That's right.
He's trying some secret agent maneuvers down there. Almost runs into XXS and Xnova.
That ward is going to scout out GPK, but not looking to make any serious move that way. Ame goes straight for the BKB.
Yeah, that's a nice 6 slots he's got here right now. Pretty well filled in here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Should be noted, though, that TA still a real monster, and having gone for the meld hit bash talent at 25.
With a Swift blink to get into these fights, hoping to replace the treads with the BKB as well.
I mean,
Pierre's hitting critical mass as well soon.
That's going to be one thing to watch for. Like, Ame can just explode. He's relatively tanky now with this Scotty, has 2,800 HP, but physical damage is still an issue. He got all this minus armor from the TA.
I mean, if there's anything I've learned about Ame this event, he loves Satanic. So I'm not surprised to see that coming out after.
So they're sending out wave after wave. And And Ame farming down towards the bottom. They are getting into position to battle for this rune. It's going to be a regen. GPK ensures that he gets that one. And these later game scenarios can make all the difference in the world if you can find the right rune and be ready for a fight. But I'm just not sure what BB's like looking for really at this point either.
I mean, what are you looking for with XG? Like, how do you start a good fight on the side of XG, you know? It feels like it really does come down to looking for the objectives that BB team are going to try and play around and then going into those. Like, trying to find them grouped up, having this refresher now, and the shaker is big, of course, but like, what does the first jump look like? They're so much stronger on counter initiation.
For both teams.
Yeah, maybe actually. You're not wrong, because like you have Oracle on one side. I mean, you just have this like ability for the shaker to just blow things up if you have a slightly poor initiation. I would really like to see the Agnums in this game from XinQ, but he doesn't seem to have it on the mind right now. But I feel like having a little bit of a save of their own would be really nice. And we've seen with these just like ridiculous cast ranges in the late game, how powerful that Agnums can be.
I think also because all of the fights have sort of revolved around Roche and then Aegis basically expended and gone really quickly, we're in this weird situation where we're 41 minutes in and only one tier 2 tower has gone down.
Yeah.
They're both kind of just chilling, waiting for them to get 6 slotted.
Yeah, we've talked about this before with a lot of the teams, and we heard 3-3 mention in the interview, this idea of just like risk.
Yeah.
People don't like risk very much throughout a lot of this event. If they don't feel super safe doing something, they don't want to do it, and a lot of times that comes down to having the Aegis, having the cheese, having the refresher shard. And if you don't have those things, they don't want to really go for anything too aggressive.
Well, and this also has been like a classic BB team scenario. I feel like at multiple TIs, we've had them get pretty far and, look towards making it to the finals and just sort of push the game later and later and later and think they're going to be able to outskill their opponents. The question is, will they be able to do that here? And Pure, getting a little bit antsy, decides to step forward, hit the tier 2 tower, and make some moves, get objectives.
Yeah, kind of out of position because they took the Tormentor, so they jump on that as a bit of an advantage there for BB team. And the Shard going to XM I think is great, just because he's getting tankier, it's going to become more relevant, BKB timers are getting lower and lower. If he had have gotten it earlier in the game, it doesn't really feel like there would have been a great moment to actually make good use of the fear, but the way these fights are going to start to break down now, I think it could actually have an impact.
Right. I mean, he's got massive armor now. Yeah. And they've also, started to pick up some of these other things. Pavis for the Bane. Going to be working probably eventually towards the Solar Crest. But all grouped together, they have it done now. It's a smoke up with 5. And we'll see if XG can find their correct targets as well. Should notice there, too, a couple of greater healing Lotuses. Have one on XinQ.
Those are very important to keep an eye on. Either on being used by that hero or, more importantly, passed over to a core who's in trouble, right?
A little bit of playing footsie here through the river. There is a ward which is going to be scouted, not taken out yet. XinQ decides to remove it and then immediately jumps away. Like that, if that doesn't tell you what's going on right now, I don't know what will. They're very afraid of each other. 40 seconds till Roche is capable of respawning.
Yeah, there's another smoke down, though.
God, this is definitely... And I mean, you just think about, like, if you step out of position just one little bit, for both of these teams wanting to make it to play on the final day of TI is everything that you've ever dreamed of. Chance to have your fate in your hands. And could all be taken away by just random positioning.
Is that why we're losing our games?
That's the only reason.
Oh, okay.
We could be a TI too.
Yeah, it's all just random, it turns out. All right, cool. Thank you. I'm glad we finally figured it out here.
Another Arcane Rune for GPK. And with that smoke not succeeding, does kind of leave them in a bit of a weird spot now on XG. So I don't believe they have any more in hand. Could set us up for a weird Roche fight. Save is bringing one out. So they have an ability to make a jump if they want. They know Roche is back up in 30 seconds. And it's also going to be up on the north side. A lot of drawing on that mini-map.
They're waiting. Dota, baby.
XM He's on the low ground. Smoke breaks. They jump immediately onto XingQ. The other jump onto XM, but he's able to pop the BKB and immediately go in for the Spirit Siphon. Healing kisses out. It was double BKBs used.
Oh, that was exciting. We all pressed a bunch of items. We better get out of here. And Roche appears in the top pit. GBK still nearby, still has half an arcane rune. There's no exorcism. There's no BKB on this Death Prophet. There's a refresher shirt sitting in the Roche pit. How brave do you feel on the side of BB team? How well can you defend Kataomi? How quick will he assemble the Aeon Disc if he's in trouble? These are the questions we must ask.
And a Butterfly now done too for Pure means it's not even an easy jump and kill for Anti-Mage.
Well,
no MKB yet.
He does have the Abyssal though.
Oh yeah, good call.
So that'll be interesting.
And buyback status at this pivotal point in this game, you only have it on DP, Snapfire, and Hoodwink. Most of the rest of it is for gold. XM throwing out silences, not connecting onto anybody.
Oh, you know what? Save has got this Yules again. So he was lining up the Scythe for a long time, but he has the Yules and the Hoodwink, and this was something that was clutch in their earlier match versus Heroic. He saved the game. During that refresher black hole, he caught that Yules on the TA without the BKB and ensured that they were able to survive.
46 minutes. And I feel like that turning into a Wind Waker is a very likely thing that we might be seeing.
You think? It's one of those games?
Goes on. I mean, that's how it feels.
I think you might be right, bud.
No more smokes on either squad. And I think that, again, without a smoke, too, you're in a very strange position with this one. Snapfire also is going to be going for a full Holy Locket, which kind of has some cool synergies with the Healing Lotuses.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Catch her up back. Save, just being a nuisance.
Okay, not gonna... Yeah, he was completely alone right there.
Yeah, he's fine.
Abyssal Blade Anti-Mage, no fears. They see that the ward is up on the high ground. And while all this has been happening, Death Prophet's been managed to farm up a full AC. So it's going to be really hard to kill DP in these fights.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I kind of wish there was a Helm, because there's so much space on the map for a Helm right now to be doing creep shenanigans. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, Ame sold his. He's done.
He's got rid of his. Bottom lane is just at a stalemate down there. No one's able to make a push on it. We're all just playing top here.
Is there no Helm in this game right now?
No, he's
not a single. Oh my goodness! Yeah. Can we get an applause, everybody?
They're already going.
No Helm in this game. 47 minutes. Now we wish we had it to break the stalemate.
You know, you don't know what you had till you lose it.
That's right. Grass is always greener. Kira steps forward. They jump for a moment. There's the Nightmare. Backs away. XM. Not appearing to care any bit about this. Dude, we are going to sit here for 5 minutes around the Roche pit, and Roche is just going to walk bottom. They're not going in.
I think the last kill was like 13 minutes ago.
They are not going in. They have learned risks lead to death. We are not going to take any. Oh, jeez. Oh, wait, a smoke. Hold on.
I mean, they can't even get like a trap up there. They can't see anything right now.
Did you learn? Ame, he's going to TP back towards the rest of his squad.
Oh, here comes Save.
XingQ jumps away. Miro finds the follow-up and a good control onto all the other heroes. Trying back out. XM onto Katomi, keeping him out of this fight. And X-Nova is living for forever. And there's the jump onto Pure. Eliminated. What? Oh, no. Oh, no. As the Sand King gets brought down, GPK low on mana, hoping to escape from here. But they're going to take what they came for. XG onto the Roche.
You know, these teams, they're hydrophobic. Don't cross the river. It goes very poorly for you, it turns out. And the way that started to Save, he gets aggressive there. He plants off sentry on the high ground. That's what gives him this kill right on the XingQ. And you're like, okay, looking good. Gets annihilated. Double grab in the back by GPK. But look, where is it? Where's my TA? Where's my Oracle? There's Kataomi. Just being walked down by XM. He can't get back in. He can't use false promise. TA needs you. She's counting on you.
Oh, and Miro just burrow strikes. That okay, it's better than it looked, but it looked really bad. I will say he bro strike to the low ground, but he didn't get halfway across that little valley there and just ended up getting pushed back in. And you can see Pure right now just looking. Hand in his face, trying to figure out what do we do now. 30 seconds without this TA, and buildings starting to fall. XG, they were patient. They waited. They stood on their side of the river.
Yeah, there is a tier 2 bottom.
They knew.
Save has pushed this out. They're not going to give up quite yet. You know, I don't think XG can get a dominant finish here yet.
Oh, no. No, it's still not an easy go with TA respawning, but a lane of racks in the mid, I mean, it causes some issues.
Oh, it certainly does.
Total Plus still doesn't believe. 50-50.
I don't know, guys. I can't figure this one out. All right, never initiate.
Never.
Good. They thought they'd learned it. They forgot, and then that's what happened. It's a little jump there.
Quite the swing. My goodness. Well, 9K gold lead. Oracle realizes there are heroes there.
That is a infused Aghanims coming out here now for Ame as well.
Oh, nice.
Grows stronger. So we're blinking all over the place now.
Decides not to go right into the MKB either. Feeling like he can do it with just whatever chances he has to hit.
I mean, he definitely has some slot issues, you know?
Yeah.
Infused feels a little nicer.
And Pure, understanding the job, has queued up a rapier.
Yep. Yeah, you're definitely at that point. You were just trying to, again, you got to count on Kataomi. Sure, he got caught last time, but what's the chances he gets pushed and zoned out in 2 fights in a row, you know?
True enough. Pure, the question is, I mean, if you're thinking about buying a rapier, you're probably not worth saving for buyback anyways. But it's a question of, does he actually need to do that? He's just flirting with the idea of it right now. But 52 minutes in, and still very much comfortable on XG, sitting back. They have 2 minutes left on the stage. Is Pure. They see him there. He jumps in. Echo Slam, refresher, combo. Ame's coming. Ame's coming. You're in trouble, Pure.
That was 6 seconds of control. No chance to play the game.
There is a reason that every year Earthshaker comes back when it's TI time. The crowd believing in what's going on right now as they are trying to will their team into a top 3 finish at the very least.
All right, now Lyrical, do they go? Is it time? Are we going to send him in? Ame thinks so.
They're thinking about it. The Bushwhack connects. There's the control. Miro out, trying to bring him down low dead.
Okay, that's a good start.
Can you do it again? Ame, not dissuaded, steps forward, takes the buildings. Even popping that Manta. He has his BKB if he needs it. Steps away, creeps, moving into the mid lane. They have another lane of racks. And BB team saying, we don't want to buy back on the TA.
No. They don't feel like they can take into that fight, even though there's no Echo Slam. So, you know, that could be one factor, but it's just the idea of, hey, we still have the tier 2. Let's play for that. We'll wait for the respawn of TA. I'd rather have a Rapier TA than a buying back TA right now.
Yeah. Can she get it in time, though? And does Pure want to fully commit for it? That's the other question. I mean, you think about what just happened right there. You're just passing over the Rapier at that point. Dota Plus moves slowly and steadily into the favor of XG as we get later and later into this one.
And now we're trying to get some wild ideas here. An Abyssal Blade for the Sand King. Thinking ideas, plans. This was an Owen idea in the green room, and Fog yelled at him. It's true, he did. He's like, Abyssal Sand King. And Fog's like, yeah, until your Stinger procs it or something. You know, like, and then it goes on cooldown.
That's a fair point.
It is a fair point. Then you don't get your match.
Wonder if we see it here. Also, I love Owen. I think that Miero and him probably should have different ideas about Dota, though, at this point.
a bit worrying that they don't.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Pure on the low ground. XM takes the tier 2 tower.
Has fallen.
One more tower and rack stand between XG and Megas.
I feel like we've had a lot of these situations in this tournament where you're sitting on the high ground and you know it's coming soon and you're thinking, okay, are we going to buy the rapier? And then the fight comes and it feels like they never commit for the rapier, and then someone just gets blown up and the game ends.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, they did go for a different route. You can see that Curry over there on the left side of the map is picking up a refresher for Storm.
Okay, the double pull.
So
All right.
GPK trying to be that one to help his team and push him over the edge here.
And then we did see as well in that last series, the overload attack bounce is going a little bit crazy in the late game with the Shard.
This refresher is bought. And I mean, the other thing to keep in mind, XG got here by playing it safe, by dodging away from fights. Are they really now going to try and take that move up to high ground when Roche is capable of respawning in just a minute and a half? It feels like they're just sort of trying to block BB team in their base while everybody else farms whatever they can, build up more of a lead.
I mean, Ame's almost level 30. You might as well, right?
That's true.
Come on.
Moonshard in there too.
He can start passing some around.
Dire are
They do see him on a trap. Does that signal it's time to go with Ame very far away from the rest of his squad?
I mean, they have a smoke. This is a surprising maneuver with no smoke if they're going any further than the Wisdom.
They at least feel like they can go for the Wisdom. Pure steps out a bit, hits the creep wave.
Okay, there's the smoke.
Pure backs out again. Yeah, a little bit of a strange one here, trying to make this move. They're maybe hoping to catch Ame up top.
They're trying to fake that they're like going bottom or something, I think, and hoping to catch someone farming up here under the assumption that they're not moving on this part of the map.
The creep wave is going to move into the base, though.
Oh, they don't just go for it. I thought he might just jump X success right there.
Not opted to. There's creeps in the tier 4s. You've got to know this. They're moving in. They're going to find X Nova here to the side.
Oh, the blink.
He gets away. And now
that was a pure greed blink to go for the Wisdom, by the way. You know.
X Nova gets it. Bushwhack not going to connect. X Nova is found.
This is deep.
This is not where you want to be. GPK might just need to run. They want to find something, anything here, but it's not going to happen. And so BB have to back away. They will lose save.
Abort.
And XG find themselves another pickoff.
GPK actually has no TP right now. He's grabbing these Lotuses, chomping them down.
Gotta get back home somehow. And in the meantime, a Roche, a quick spawn. It goes into their favor. Maxed out anti-mage now. Fully 6-slotted.
Okay, so we already have a shard on the DP. I mean, we already have refresher orbs in queue. Just thank you. I get to get myself a refresher shard. That's great.
Dude, Pure, you gotta buy it, man.
I think it's time.
He's got 10K gold.
He's got 6K surplus. Like, damn it.
Oh. It's so risky, though. You know that, like...
Isn't it better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all, Gabe?
I don't know. I've never been at the TI before. That's a tough one. 16-11, and Pure not going to pull the trigger on it. I mean, to be fair, it's really hard to run into that area now. You can't do it.
No, that's true.
And is going to be sending the Oracle Courier up along the north side of the map.
I mean, all my reasoning is purely selfish.
Oh, yeah.
I will admit, I just want to see him buy one. I don't even know if it's good.
Ame hitting the tier 3. They force out the glyph. The banner is down. I mean, the damage is just not quite there. Pure showing for a second. Starts to hit away. The jump in. The Abyssal is there. But the Yules save. Nicely done with that Wind Waker. Pure completely out of mana. Save, but can he really do the damage that's needed? The Mana Void is out. The Grip is still there. Pure, he's going down. He doesn't stand a chance. Tries to blink out and get back to the well. Will he survive? Yes. Maybe a chance here for a turnaround. GPK making big moves for his team. Do they have enough to kill Ame? No! Ame, he stays alive.
Where's Pure?
XM jumps in. Pure is back. Trying to hit onto XM there, but it's not enough damage. They take down the racks. They find their targets. XM, Pure, you're out of here! Get A buyback, though. They need everything and a bit more at this moment. They will find 2 kills, but you gotta get more than that. BB team hoping to get the chase down onto Ame, but he's not quite there. Off to the side. They know which way he went. The silence is there. The jump from GPK, but he can't go. Mana Void is back up.
He's out of juice. He can't keep going. Now Pierre's going to buy the rapier. He's decided it's time.
Oh, they've got to do it now. I mean, it's way too much to deal with here, but they do have a rapier on the TA, but it is megas.
It's 60 minutes as well, so they can take this time now to grab some neutrals. They have not had a lot of opportunities over the past while, being locked in their base.
21,000 gold lead for XG. Mega creeps. But it doesn't mean this game is over. With a rapier in hand, with the potential for more buybacks, it's not completely over. Because you still have buybacks on Storm, on Sand King, and on Hoodwink.
Yeah, GBK is, of course, a very annoying hero when you're going high ground. If Storm buys back, just instantly right back into the fight with this big AoE pull.
Just when the helms are gone, the Books of the Dead come back out.
Yeah, perfect. Just what we need.
Dude, are they going mass Book of the Dead?
How many have they got? We got an Outworld staff. We got a couple so far.
Yeah, another one evolved for the Earthshaker.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, plus 40 strength. That's nice.
Storm actually keeping the Whisper of the Dread and going for Timeless. So he's just looking for that max spell damage that he can possibly do.
It's just the pull,
Spider legs instead of Helm of the Undying for Pure.
Okay, yeah. Trying to open up, obviously, the slot with the the rapier's already there, and wants the refresher, which he now has. So a lot of pressure on that one. There is a Helm of the Undying, though, going over to the Bane.
And Snapfire picking up the Stygian along with the debuff.
All right. GPK refilling the side of XG, moving up the mid lane behind some mega creeps. XXS, he's lurking, baby.
They've got all of theirs right now on XG. Still only 2 on the Dire. And a refresher picked up now for Pure on top of everything else. Control onto GPK. GPK in trouble. Save. Now the pullback. There's the Burrow Strike. How much do they have in the tank? He's gone. Ame, 1 life. GPK going to go back to Fountain. That was a very good hold.
XXS is waiting, though. If they try again, the Shaker lurks.
Save. Picking up a Divine Regalia. So he's actually going to have some damage now, potentially. Okay. Coming out from that sharpshooter.
Is it enough to save their towers, though? They're going down quick.
Yeah, they need to come back in. The Books of the Dead, Miero, very, very low as he killed off those creeps. They find him now on a Zinc but there's the jump. GPK able to back away. Roach low, but Pure. Oh, XXS! He did it to him! GG is called. They have had enough. XG come in. It's wonderful to hear that there is still a lot of life left in this arena. And I do have to mention as well, if you were looking there on the camera shots of the crowd, that entire section of Chinese fans are right behind the BB team play area. So a little bit of intimidation sitting in there behind them.
Indeed, indeed. And intimidation here again with the XM Leshrac. Yes, a very frightening hero coming out in this one. And I don't know, the answer is that I'm feeling kind of what the panel was putting down there. It's looking a little tough in the early game here for BB team.
Well, luckily we don't have to worry about the early game because we're going to 60 minutes again, surely.
Right, okay. Well, that would be good news, I would say, for BB team. I also do think that Ame on this Sven, it suits him really well with how the team has been playing, and he sort of has gone a little bit back and forth throughout this event in terms of being like full-on AFK, and then we had this morning when he played that Ursa game, and he rotated the mid when it was really good to try and go on Sumail, to try and shut down that Shadow Fiend. So I think Sven's an excellent hero because he's great at AFKing, but when you have those moments when it's time to join in, having that stun can make such a big difference for you.
Well, and certainly can help out a lot in the laning stage too. Save, hitting on a nice bushwhack there to get some separation, but Miero is going to be probably offering some pretty nice saves as this game goes on later and later. We've seen that cart just make like all the difference in the world if you can get to a good timing on the Ags.
Well, I mean, I'm sure we know what's coming out first, though.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we got to get a Helm of the Dominator here. All right, we need to have one. It is tradition, and it might not be the only one. Of course, Pure looking at one, and also XXS on the Batrider currently considering it as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think that has continued to be just the thing that's going to keep coming up. I will say that when you've got a lot of potential here in this game for stacking, XG has a huge amount of potential to not just take their own stacks they build up, but also steal them if BB teams start to build a few. Between Sven, Lesh, Batrider, like it's all looking good.
Yeah, I think they might want to take a page out of XG's book and not make too many stacks on BB team because they don't have the best heroes to farm them.
No.
Like, at all. So I would not be looking to make those because I think you're right. I think they would simply be vulnerable to any aggressive maneuvers by XG. And the panel as well bringing this up, right? This Faceless Void, good in the lane, right? You can see it right there. He's able to time walk away. I mean, you're being pressured by this Batrider who doesn't even have Sticky at this point. It's just the idea that he could be stuck on top of you thanks to this toss and avalanche. If you don't have that, you're going to have a terrible time in the lane. But that mid game, it can be so awkward initiating on a Leshrac sometimes. I mean, I have seen a Void jump in Chrono and simply die to a Chrono Lesh, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. And particularly if you like get to the later stages, you can get to the Nihilism, coming out with an Aghanim Scepter, you can maybe even save your own allies by turning them ethereal. There's a lot of potential ways that could go. And Lesh, one of the heroes coming into this tournament that people were talking about as just one of the strongest heroes out of the mid lane. Ame, not easy to come on up and contest these last hits at the moment, but does have the help of Xnova on the ET, a hero that we haven't seen a ton, but does still provide some great like objective control, good laning stage.
I think almost all of his games have been in the main event, at least for me. Like, I feel like we didn't get to cast much from during the Road to TI, but looking through a lot of these main event games, ET is starting to become more and more popular. And if the game goes anywhere like last game, he's a fantastic hero in stalemates, right? Scouting out situations, controlling objectives by just walking the spirit around and having the threat of the stomp the entire time. Really excels in that.
Pure backs away as the damage starts to rack up a little bit onto him. There is going to come a moment where XingQ and XXS could just go for the all-in play onto one of these heroes. But another one of these games where we're at the 5-minute mark, and no first blood. Will that change here? Pure decides to start hitting XingQ a few times. Katomi keeps the pressure on, but not really any more mana here. An avalanche, a toss back, XXS onto Katomi, but is going to get pushed away. And again, all that little action for nothing.
Yeah, nothing doing up here. Mid lane going quite well for GBK. Of course, this is what you expect out of him, doing very well in his laning stage, but no threats of rotations with how busy these side lanes are.
XingQ glimpsed back in, still standing fine, throws out the avalanche and the toss, good damage, forcing out the time walk from Pure.
Yeah, he'll do a little walk here, but it's at a good time. I mean, the wave's already dead. His is pushing into the tower, so there's plenty of time for him to run home right now. And XXS is actually still going to get the Lotus.
XM, they are going to back out, and even dropping the Wukong's command, Xnova will retreat out of this.
All that for a bottom rune. His save moves down to secure it now.
Xnova not going to be able to make any serious play to stop this from happening. I guess you could go for a stomp here if you want, but no, the Katomi is just going to take the regen rune for himself.
He needed a little bit more, you know, than GBK did.
Yeah, 32-31, very even, but with the deny advantage into the favor of the Monkey King. And Miro able to stop the Ame pull that was going in, takes away one of the range creeps. But 7 minutes and nothing doing.
Yeah, but both teams just feeling the effects of last game, perhaps feeling the effects of the late night air here as we move past 11 o'clock, chilling their way through this game number 2. I will say, I don't think this game will be quite as chill. This looks a little bit more explosive in the mid game for me. I feel like there's better initiations. I don't think the counter initiation is quite as intense as the last game. I feel like there are some advantages to actually moving first this time because we don't have such powerful saves on either side.
Right.
Really, the best thing for disruption on the side of XG is probably the ET. And on the side of BB team, it's like, what? Not too much, right?
No.
It's like an eventual cart, perhaps.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
But if you jump a target on the side of XG, as long as there's not like some big chrono threat or something, you do have the opportunity to actually finish the play.
Of course, for BB, going to be looking to see if GPK can make some solid moves around in this one and set himself up for success. I will say that for the Monkey King, this new facet, the changing of the guard, is super annoying to play against these melee cores. You think that you got the Monkey King caught, and suddenly he's just able to jump away.
And you can see up here that it's Xingqiu on the lane. Well, that's because XXS was back using his helm. He clears out one of the camps and brings a Hellbear Smasher up here to help out.
To the impurities.
Save. Waiting for somebody to show up. The Lesh is there. This could be chance here. Has a Fairy Fire, a bottle, and spotting him out. They jump on in. Able to do some good damage, but XM living for the moment. Then the avalanche, the jump away. GPK down low, but manages to draw that first blood. Now XXS wants to hunt, gets him there with the lasso. He's going to get glimpsed out, and the heal, is it going to be enough? No. GPK goes down to the combo, and a 1-for-1 there.
Yeah, slight edge to BB team, but very important that you come back and at least get some sort of a punish there. But man, I don't know, XXS, he's looking pretty solid. Like, he's going to really start accelerating right now. He's stacking up both of these camps. He's got his helm creep. He is in a position to get very large on this Bat Rider, and he's going for that aggressive build on the drums. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the ancient stack, but still has quite a bit to go back for.
Pure picking up the Lotus now, playing underneath the ward. We'll see where they end up going. Also, if there's any attempt at trying to like pressure down the towers, it's a strange thing for BB team. Like, you've got the double helm creep, so there is some options there of trying to play aggressive, but the way that BB have tended to play, it's just sort of trying to maximize farm instead. And Miero actually sending in his creep on the bottom side is playing near X Nova and the Lesh.
I mean, I think that's the play. I think we're chilling, bud. You know, I will say, I was out in the arena, walking around. The chairs are comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
So that's great news for all of you fine folks out there. Because it's been a long day, and I don't think it's ending anytime soon.
The way that things have gone so far, it doesn't seem to be. Hastern claimed for the Lesh. And, of course, we'll use that time to run back and farm up some more creeps. Has the option to move in, but why do that when there's creeps to hit?
Of course. I mean, creeps are worth a lot of gold.
Absolutely.
Right? That's something I've learned watching a couple thousand games of Dota.
Well, that's kind of cool, though. Miero just going to go straight for the Blade Mail. I mean, this is going to be an issue in this game. Like, if you get into that Blade Mail for the Centaur, the Lesh will just blow himself up. And XM is going more for the initiation type of build, taking that blink, as opposed to trying to stand tall in a fight.
This is I need some Lotuses build.
Yeah,
I need a little bit of help. As God, I have to agree with Kezu. T-Gub's animation was fantastic.
Oh yeah,
that's exactly what it looks like when you're shoving. Like, that's how I envision it when I'm just shoving the Lotuses down my core's throat. Like, live, damn it, live! You know, you can tell that T is it really hurt him going on that big MMR grinds. You know, you can tell there's some trauma there.
There's always some left over. The core just won't do what you want them to do. Absolutely.
Got to do it yourself.
Ame back along the bottom. XXS.
Do you think that's why the core players are building so many helms? It's like a support that just listens to you. Yeah, it's like you can actually just control your support and tell them, go stack this. Oh, hey, could you go catch that wave? And you get all the gold. Okay,
exactly.
This all makes a lot of sense. Now I'm understanding the meta's true meaning.
As soon as they saw that creep hero, they were like, okay, we got another hero. We're ready. Success taking full advantage. Lose a tower, don't care. E-farm Ancients.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Diffusal Blade done. XM might be in some trouble there. Drops the chrono down. Pure kind of killing himself, but it's not going to be enough.
Ame.
Stun. The combo. The toss. Oh, he gets out just barely.
Now Kanomi.
Able to live.
Ah!
They take down XM. X Nova is way deep right now. Unfortunately for him, will not be able to take down Katomi.
Dude, not dropping, they're trying to kill me right there is criminal. Come on, buddy. I know you got him.
They're ready. Man, I feel like this is now also what we were kind of hoping to see. Helm creeps running down lanes.
Okay, do not say that. Oh, that's what we were hoping to see. Helm creeps running down lanes.
Well, that's what I was hoping at least. It was either that or them farming, one or the other.
Yeah, you're right. I guess we don't really have a great option here, do we?
Ame unbothered, getting towards that echo. And you can see that ping down lane. It does feel like GPK wants to head on in and start hunting.
Okay. I mean, he's got his Diffusal Blade. It's a good aggressive option here. Harder to hunt on this version of the Monkey King, though, right? As you were pointing out before, he doesn't go for the Tree Dance facet, which has lost a lot of its luster with the nerfs.
I guess with this combination and Static Storm up in a second, Save Katomi could, combo together to take down Ame, maybe even themselves. So 13.5 minutes. Looks like Wisdom should be a trade-off here. And XXS starts taking down that top tier 1 tower. BB team, after taking that mid tower, wanting to push this to a game number 3 here, the 2,000 gold lead.
Yeah, I think that's going to come down to them understanding and preparing for this timing. It's going to come from XG. I'd say it's very similar to the last match. Last time it was BB team who had this more of like 20-minute timing was theirs. I think that belongs to XG this time, right?
Right.
Ame gets like 3 items up, and then he wants to join into these engagements. Now, here's the really interesting part, is XM with this Blink Dagger and nothing else, right? Leshrac is a true glass cannon. So often, this hero is drafted with some sort of a save, be it like an Oracle or maybe like a Shadow Demon, something that can assist you. This guy has 1,200 health right now.
And it was first pick, too. They opted just to go with it full glass cannon, like you're talking about.
Yeah, it's very frightening. Although, I look around, we get some low HP pools this game. I mean, save's not even at 900.
That's pretty nuts for modern Dota.
I know. I'm so used to seeing everyone at like 1,500 at this point in the game.
Well, a smoke up with 3. There is a Blink Dagger just now completed for the Centaur on top of the Blade Mail. And finding a kill onto XXS would be a really big boon for them there.
I mean, they're looking for XM right now because Miro sees him here.
Starting to look.
But his smoke pops. Oh,
Sync Q.
Yeah.
That is not the kill they wanted, but they will be happy getting something at the very least.
And
so,
this is why he was standing here.
Yeah.
Right? He knew this was a possibility.
A turnaround, Static Storm, XM onto Katomi, hits him, but gets glimpsed away. XXS still alive.
Well, Ame's
Pure
coming in.
finds the Chronosphere, but XM looking for the stomp, forced to jump away from that one for the moment. Ame now hitting into Miero. They try to back away, but the control is there. XXS, he lives through that.
Wait, save. He's going in.
Save, tries to find the snipe.
It's not enough.
Quite enough damage. XXS lives on 1 HP.
Oh, just burning down with the stoked. He's fine. He's okay. Whew.
Real. Just when you thought it was starting to keep going in the favor of BB team, they lose their heroes like that.
It looks a lot like last game. Just thinking that you can go in there and get something done. And he did all that before the Maelstrom was finished.
Now a jump, an avalanche to cover. XM still in trouble, but the Lotus, the heal, it's not enough.
Nice. Good pushback there with the Hurricane.
GPK taking damage from the Diabolic Edict, and, well, now the Bat Rider here. With Ame in tow, it'll be enough to take that kill.
All right, that was now not worth it. Getting the kill on XM, because that's going to put Ame into your tier 1 tower here. With 30 seconds to go until the lasso is back up. You're at this point now where you're actually quite tanky on XXS, right? I mean, you saw it in that chrono. He survives for so long that he eventually gets the lasso onto Pure, but he can just use this Boots of Barrier to just kind of force himself in alongside his Helm Creep and grab these lassos that you kind of expect a Blink to be needed for.
Well, and if they keep up this type of momentum, I mean, Sven's going to be getting to a Blink Dagger and a BKB pretty soon. That can make all the difference in the world. Pure is still a long way away from having the damage that he's going to need. And they really don't have that much to throw into the Chrono either. It's like you kind of need to get a Wukong's command down, and if you commit all that, you better have caught everybody.
And again, we don't have this save. So what's going to happen is that you have a Blink Dagger now on top of Ame. He's going to blink in, he's going to stun his target. While they're stunned, you're going to have this Boots of Bearing Exodus run in and lasso them. This continuous stun is going to be giving the Vanquisher bonus the whole time to the Sven. And during that, you can't really stop it, right? Unless a Chrono comes out or something. It's not going to look good. You're just going to have to throw your bodies in and pray that you then don't just get annihilated by the ET who can be covering them the whole time with Stomp and Spirit.
And that was another one of those instances where in this game, BB team, they make the aggressive move. XG, they absorb that contact, and then they counterattack. And that has been their formula for success.
Yeah, initiations have not gone well.
No.
Radiant are scanning.
Across the board for both of these teams. They either don't connect on target, or they end up feeding away a couple heroes.
Now some blue-collar rune scouting up top there. Kataomi just waits for it and does find an arcane rune. He holds it for a long time for GPK, who does take it and starts moving northward here. But what are they hoping to find?
Well, X-Nova already away. All the rest of them on the bottom side of the map. The only hero not joined together with the rest of XG is the Leshrac, who has decided to go next for the Kaya and queuing immediately into the BKB. So BKB timings, it's what we're looking for on XG. For BB team, I mean, they have a couple too that are coming up, but the pipe timing feels like the best one for Miero, I guess.
Yeah, and GPK's BKB, which is also finished, I believe, too. So that is definitely some good news for the BB fans out there. And on the side of XG, that BKB, it's a long ways away for XM, so ideally, he's kind of hoping for an Aegis, you know? Take a fight up here. I mean, Tormentor's coming up soon. You're hoping to control that area with the ET. Should be yours. But BB team maybe trying to sort of flex up here and say, hey, we're the ones who are going for this, but their tormenting is not nearly as good as XG's.
No. No, they do not take it quickly. At least not if you don't bring a ton of people with you. GPK looking like a little bit of a different tree. XM, they show on a Obsword, actually.
This is so awkward. What are we doing, BB team?
I mean, they saw XM on that ward, and they really were hoping he would just come down and play into them.
We are not going to initiate.
I mean, that's the thing. There's 4 heroes here, and I don't know, maybe they're just a little trigger shy.
I mean, I don't blame them, for sure. I wouldn't want to jump in there.
Top tower is under attack.
Maybe I'm underestimating this tormenting. I mean, I guess they're so far away, it's not really going to matter.
Yeah, if they bring everybody pretty much, they can take it down.
Okay, yeah, Pure is even coming through. Okay. Whoa. Okay. All right, we're smoking up here.
I mean, there were so many of these last rounds where, okay, nope, they smoke on a couple, but then
it was like, if they're here, we smoke. You know, and then they're just throwing Kataomi at the wave.
Okay. So Tormentor goes to Kataomi.
Oh, he's feeling feisty. Is he going for this?
He's thinking about it.
Retreat.
Get out of here. Dude, you don't want... Did we left?
Oh, he's sneaky.
Oh.
Come on, do it.
Kataomi.
Maybe
coming.
He can do it with the glimpse. They're TPing. He's like, I just got Tormentor. I'm good to feed.
I mean, yeah, he's realizing that it's not going to work. So drops down the Thunderstrike and then backs away.
All right. Back he goes.
Miero, in the meantime, sends his creep into the tier 1 tower. Catapult going to do some good damage to that one. It won't quite go down. Is within deny range if they wanted to do that. But it seems that XG want to keep their tier 1 tower alive if possible.
Xinq been playing so defensive in this series. Again,
dude, everybody has been playing so defensively.
It's true, but like, I mean, you have this Solar Crest, Soul Ring, Tranquil Boots build, right? I mean, how many? It's just so tempting to go Blink, but Blink really wouldn't help him that much in these situations.
Yeah.
It's going to be very valuable once the fights actually begin, but we're not there yet, and
no.
He recognizes that.
Almost that BKB done. I will say in this game, I feel like Chrono late stage does just sort of beat everything in a way. Like it sometimes can be that difference maker, and you know, putting the hopes and dreams of your team on the back of Pure so far has not been a bad bet. Like, he's had some up and down performances, but when push comes to shove, he has been able to pull things together there.
He's been trending upward.
Yes.
You know, him and 9 Class both. As the event goes on, they're gaining more and more power.
Has fallen.
Now, together, 4 heroes again, a BB in the mid lane, not smoking yet. XM, he's just going to farm down on the south side of the map. They're going to try and hunt him here. Shows for a moment,
I mean,
but
that's
immediately blinks out.
I mean, that's all their BKBs ready. Are they going to start the Roche now? This would be a pretty bad time for BB team to really commit for this, because that's BKB Bat, BKB Leshrac, BKB Sven, and they're going to smoke up.
Yeah, this is a huge power spike for XM.
All right, now here's the question. When BB team smokes, it's been very hazardous for their health. Will it work out well for XG?
Have a lot of ways to get out of the fight. Have the chrono if they need to run, they can drop it. They have the Stampede, Katomi. Oh, nicely done. Will break that smoke, ends up giving up his life for it.
And then he's just hitting creeps. There is no insta-rush to Roche.
Nope.
Well, I say that. I saw a ping, but nope. All right. Abandoned chip.
They're like, Ahmed, come on, it'll be great. Come hit Roche. It's going to be so much fun.
He's just got the music playing in his headphones.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
he's not listening. He checks his watch. It's like it's not 30 minutes yet. I'm good.
They're making their way towards it, but it is going to be a cool minute. And Vale, Miro looking towards Ashivas. Wouldn't mind that one bit.
Yeah, kind of an interesting game to go for it. A lot of mixed damage on the side of XG, right? We got magic. We got a lot of physical. We got a little bit of pure coming out. So kind of hard to get this like super secure aura that just does everything.
Listen, crowd, I'm going to ask you to do one more thing. We don't have Lycan anymore, but on 3, can I get an AU? 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Oh, thank you. I needed it to come back for just a moment.
It's good.
That's all I needed.
It kind of works, you know. Nighttime's coming in 30 seconds.
That was the signal, too, for, listen, whenever anything gets a little bit dull, we'll just howl, and then things will start happening. They went in to hit Roche, but now it's over.
And then Roche is going to start his great migration.
Oh, yeah. Smoke up from XG.
Oh, there's a good one, though. The old basher on the monkey. Obviously not as broken as it once was, but still going to be a useful tool in this game. Okay.
Nighttime falls.
They're smoking up.
Dude, that spot right there that Katomi is by has had so many wards dewarded in this series.
It's a graveyard of wards. Oh, Xinq, does he just go? He plants the
Jump,
oh.
Avatos onto 3! Oh, but then the BKB reaction jumps away.
Dude, this is all just for a tiny.
They've used everything.
Just
so
run.
much. XSS pulls on Impure. The stun is there, he's gone! Oh, and XM is there with the follow-up. Now on to the Centaur, tries to TP away, no! Dude, Xinq just tanked everything.
He just jumped in and they just mashed their faces all over their keyboards. They hit every single spell just for him.
Man.
And then you just get XXS strolling on in. He's like, I don't have a blink dagger. I don't need one. I got Xinq. I'm going to pick you up and your face's void is going to get absolutely vanquished by my Sven.
A very big moment in this game. XG, when they hit their initiations, it works well. Finding 3 heroes up there. And now into the next phase of this game. XM has an Aegis. Playing in his Leshrac. BB team, if they want to stay in this tournament, they got to find some way to outlast that and then scale into the late game. Because the early game pressure that was, if it was ever possible, is gone now.
Yeah, and this is the dream, right? Pushing in at this part of the game with a Leshrac, with an Aegis, feels so powerful, level 18. And you unfortunately have Chronosphere on your team, and one of the best counters to Chrono in the game is the Aegis. Just makes it incredibly awkward for Faceless Void to play his game. He wants that one and done perfect spell that just secures the fight for his team, and you just can't get that versus the Aegis.
This is going to be a tough one. Actually going for that Glimmer, kind of a cool pickup, but you sort of wonder. There's been a couple of times at this tournament where we've seen carry players or whoever else off to the side trying to farm while your high ground is getting slammed into. XG, do they want to try and take it to the late game, keep farming, or are they going to try and take this early advantage that they've built up?
I mean, right now they're just hunting helms, and the greedies are coming out on both sides. Bat, Tiny, and Disruptor picking it up, so they know the name of the game. Oh, as well for Xnova. Greedy, greedy, greedy.
Katomi, forced staff to get away, does have Glimpse, uses it now, and immediate TP away. He's burning, he's burning, he's burning, he's gone.
Jeez, from downtown, that avalanche.
Ame manages to clean up and get the last touch there, taking the top spot now here in the net worth.
The tower with his helm creep, very good.
Getting whatever they possibly can. The greedy there for Xnova too, as you can see.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, this is one other nice part, at least, is the Faceless Void will start to scale into some more damage with the levels. Took the level 15 time lock damage and is getting close to that 20.
Yeah, that would be a big moment for him. I mean, likewise, it would be nice if they could get some more levels on their Monkey King too, who's just level 16 right now. Kind of struggling.
Yeah, but Ame gets the Daedalus. That one can hurt.
Oh man, this Vanquish is just, it's so much damage.
Is under attack.
Crowd feeling it right now.
I mean, I don't blame them. Everything's been going their way. It's looking good. I mean, the score line just says 8-6, but the important kills have certainly been on the side of XG.
Oh yeah. A couple of those big objectives. I mean, it is not an enormous lead at this point, but the bigger problem is this Aegis and how much you're able to get around the map, trying to bully and push BB Team into areas where they don't want to be, where they don't want to farm.
Credit to BB Team. They have spent a lot of time chasing these helm creeps, and they have not gotten a tier 2 yet with this Aegis.
Yeah.
I think at some point we're just going to see them fully commit down mid or something. That might be coming soon, since there's only 2 minutes left on this Aegis. But you really want to secure a tier 2 with this if you're XG. And there it is, that level 20, man, those levels are coming quick on Pure. He's getting a lot of space right now. Just, I mean, he got punished a bit earlier today, right, with some of these plays, where he was farming really aggressively, trying to just go for every little bit he could when he was in a situation where they were falling behind and they needed him to catch up on these levels in gold.
Yeah.
So far, he's getting away with it.
And trying to make his way towards a Lincoln Sphere, so he'll have some more damage there. A Chrono onto XXS could be an option if he shows, but XXS is backing away.
He's really annoying too. I mean, he's got 27 armor. You know, it doesn't feel great targeting the bat either, because if you mess up, if he survives, you just get lassoed.
XXS looking, jumps in, Pure. Does he go for it? He will. Chrono save, pops the ultimate. Do they have enough damage? No! He is going to go for the control!
No, you see, like that. It looks like that.
Oh, jeez.
Thank you for the demonstration. I really appreciate it, XXS.
Oh, wow. One stun, one hit, 1100 crit, and save is out of there. Oh, man. It's always so tough, the decision. Do you go in? Do you try and fight? Do you just run away? And that time, BB Team chose poorly.
I mean, do you even get away there? Look at Xingqiu. He's just chucking the creep forward to hurry things up. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
8,000 gold lead now. XG wanting to rewrite the script. How many times has it been BB Team, B-Vision, Falcons in the grand finals on the last day? XG, they've only made it 2 times. They want to make it to that last day themselves and give Ame another shot at the title.
I see Kataomi. He's running around here with this shard. He's throwing down these Thunder Strikes. He's trying to get to that Eggs. That is certainly a massive turnaround item that he could go for here. He gets a glimpse back here on XM, who
pops his BKB late.
Yeah, all right.
Then gets out.
Tormentor time here.
XG takes this one down for themselves, and it's going to be Xnova that gets the shard.
Okay. Oh, that actually is really scary with the Sven.
Yeah.
So it allows you to put an alt cast on where you can appear where you stomp. So if you have this really secure stun and disable, typically you're playing the back line, and that doesn't give you the physical reduction. You're not able to remove their armor. But in theory, versus someone like this Faceless Void who has 20 base armor, if you were to alt cast in on top of him while he's stunned, he's already getting obliterated by Sven, but he's really gonna get obliterated by Sven.
He will go to no armor.
Yeah, he'll just get. It's actually gonna show the hero get cut in half.
I guess he does have the helm.
There's the Kobold. People love that Kobold.
In absence of Howls, we will take Kobold.
Yes, although we do need him to take a big drink for everyone in the crowd. That is the key to the Kobold can.
Get
course.
hydration.
Yes, very
hydration
important.
Hydration is happiness. Smoke up, 10K ahead. BB team, do they have an answer to this? XXS is looking.
Running away or sacrificing Kataomi?
Kataomi?
Is that an answer?
Well, it's not a great one, but it is an answer. Pure jumps back. Oh, they find him right away. Oh, but there's the chrono, the turnaround, the TP out. Can he escape the damage? Oh, it's close, but he gets out just barely.
All right. Okay, so, not the best to have to do that, but he lives.
He lives.
The only thing worse is dying while doing that, and boy, that was close. But he's out, he survives. That does mean no chrono here for 2 minutes, though. And that is also when Roche may be respawning here.
Yeah, if you are a BB team fan, you want a Roche spawn of at least a minute after this 40-second mark. And for XG, instant would be very nice for them.
And it's just chrono. I mean, you look at these fights, right? And you see the triple BKBs on the course. And you think, like, how do you stop them? There's just nothing else they have that's going to delay that, of course, except for Kataomi, who is getting there.
Yes.
He will be the key, which, I mean, he was also the key last game, right? There was this massive pressure on him.
Ame, not even God strength, forces out a lot. Miro will stampede.
Oh, XXS? Hold on.
Oh, if Miro gets caught there, no. It's a different centaur.
He still doesn't have Blink. Yeah. So.
Killed my brother. Kataomi drops the Static Storm. Oh, XM does not appear to care.
Yeah, he's not going to waste it this time. He's just Gale guarding and walking it off.
Yeah. But we're almost there on Disruptor. Has just about the amount of gold that he needs to finish it off.
Okay, so this morning, Pure was playing Nature's Prophet, and he got punished many times doing this exact thing, right? They had these defensive wards down here, knowing that's how Pure was going to farm to try and recover in a game like this. Currently, XG, they don't have those wards. They don't have the vision down here, so he's going to get away with it for now.
On the other side, GPK, while Ame takes this tower, is going to go for a bit of a sneaky play trying to get the wisdom. Xingqiu is like so ready for this. And yeah, GPK realizing what's going on is just going to TP out. Oh my god, and not a second too soon.
Yeah. That could have been a bit hazardous for his health, so he'll get out, and XSS is going to grab the other. So double Shrines of Wisdom and activate an Amplified Damage Rune as well for XM. Things are looking all up for XG as Roche will appear in the Northern Pit.
So the one other thing about this is Kataomi did not show any of the pieces of his Aghanims.
That's true. He's been hiding it this whole time as Courier.
And has a smoke. So there is a decent chance that they will not be expecting this on the side of XG. If you are BB fan, this is the biggest hope that they got.
They have a really greedy ward here. X-Nova immediately finds it. Like, this is just the greediest ward that you can go for. Because they know they got to win this Roche fight. They want to catch them off guard here with the Ag Scepter.
And they managed to take it there. That's the Blink Dagger done for the bat now, too.
Okay, so Kataomi, the pressure was on him. And unfortunately, he was not able to rise to the occasion in several of those very pivotal engagements last game. His Oracle had some issues, didn't get his Blinks off, got chased down by the opponents, couldn't save his cores. Now he has the most important item in this game on the Aghanim Scepter, this Disruptor. He is their chance to turn this game around right now. Don't let it get to you, you know.
Oh, no.
No, of course not.
They jump away after the smoke breaks. It was on a tree. GPK the one showing. Miero shoves out that mid wave. Bottom is pressuring in a little bit. There isn't a creep to continue that movement down south. And it looks like Ame is actually just going to go back to deal with it. Let's decide to go for the Pyrrha Cloak. So if BKB is down...
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really falling on his sword down here. Oh, okay. I'll go clear the wave, guys. You know what? Don't mind me.
Very nice for him.
It's a big sword to fall on.
Doesn't quite have 25. Would be another big window for him. But the Giant's Maul for Pure, and still a ways away from a Scotty. It's about 4,000 gold behind the Sven. Crippling Crossbow maybe could make the difference.
Xnova has drawn a wraparound play here. He's got big ideas.
I think Katomi is still not shown this Aghanim Scepter.
It's being very sneaky.
And they'll go for another smoke play now.
He does have another one after as well, in case this one doesn't work out. They've been saving them. That's a swift blink on Ame, my goodness.
Nero sends out his creeps first. Vision is really good for XG here. They break on Vision, jump forward, stomp, not going to connect. Do they have anything else? Xnova backs away. XXS jumps in. Lasso out. The sleep is there. Pulling him out of position. Ame, he goes in. Immediately caught there. Oh no, it's XM.
Yeah, they got
Chronoed and dead. Now trying to back out. They've used Chrono. They've used Static Storm.
Ame's still pretty far back. He can't get in. So there you go. They had to double drop it onto XM, but it did secure the kill.
He does also have buyback on XM.
And the cooldown's not that bad, right? Like, by the time Leshrak's back, you've got Static Storm again. This is not Chrono, right? So even if the Chrono's not back, at least you're going to have that Static Storm available. And they don't have the confidence to go and control this Roche Pit without the Leshrak. That's going to delay things to the point where it might move down south.
Yeah, they're already starting to send themselves down to the bottom side of the map. GPK farms up a bit. He's working towards a nullifier.
They're going to see Ame here. No one's going to join him, though. It's just Pure and Nero's creep. I do think if they catch wind of this on XG, I would like to see these bottom wards. Because like, it was so pivotal in the earlier match for BB team that I think it's something they should be thinking about.
Finding those catches down here south.
Yeah, like, you know Pure's going to greed for these. In fact, there's even a ping from Ame. He's like, hey.
You take care of that.
Help me out here, please.
So I think this is going to be full Scotty done.
Okay, you know, I didn't know if he'd get there. He's almost, you know, he's level 24 now, too. Trying to find another Chronosphere after this by going for a refresher.
Another one of these games with low kills going late. Both sides very afraid of just making one step incorrect and throwing away whatever advantage they might have.
Interesting choice here from Xingqiu. He's gone for the Wind Waker. So he's probably going to need a cast range assistance, right? It's a little tight, depending on the spacing of the Chrono. He might not be able to get the save that he's envisioning if it's layered over top of the Static Storm again, right?
Yeah, that is an issue. And then the other problem, I feel like we almost always see backtrack get taken for the Faceless Voids nowadays, but I wonder if there's any world where, because you've got like such weird positioning and save, that you take the bigger Chronosphere. It's hard to imagine.
It's just like, if you just dodge one Sven hit, though, it's
yes.
There's just too much value.
That's true. And again, every minute that goes by, I feel like this is into the favor a little bit of BB team. They're getting into this next tier of items. They will find a lasso, but the stomp is there for the counter initiation, and XXS is in trouble. XXS is gone. Xingqiu, he might be next. Do they have any way to get Xingqiu out of here? Under control, Wind Waker to try and back out. BKB,
nice,
Miero with the reactions and GPK. Oh, the Chrono, it's perfect. It catches Ame off to the side. XM is very far away. Ame down, Ame down. That is 3 dead, huge kills, and BB team finding their way back into this game here have just gotten a team wipe.
Okay, Miro struggled in that last game. He did not have a good time. That was a sick BKB.
Oh, perfect play. Like, perfectly in time, and have completely brought down this lead. They want to push this to a game number 3. 8,000 gold swing off the back of that fight.
You know how that started too? Is that we had this scouting by the creep there of XXS. He's running his Purge creep through, and they're all smoked up there on BB team. And he kind of scouts out, and he's like, yeah, this looks like a free rune. I think I'll go and take this rune. It was not free. In fact, it was incredibly costly. It's a full-on wipe.
Unreal. I mean, and we just said it, right? as this game goes later, BB Team have some answers. And particularly when the fight slowed down, you get all your big ultimates again. Let's watch it again.
Oh, this is, yeah, like, and then he just spots TPK. He's like, oh, I can grab this guy. And then it's almost like a defensive static storm, right? Because it stops Xingqiu from helping. And this is the issue with the Wind Waker, right? He can't actually help. He's thinking, oh, maybe I could do something here. And then this BKB.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my gosh. And then the Chrono, too, like, just... You needed to be so perfect with your spellcasting here. This is what they're talking about the panel. This is an ease of execution thing where, like, things just look a little bit easier for XG. You gotta play like this on BBT to win these fights.
They have a hard challenge ahead of them. They've got to be perfect, but that last fight they were. And another one of these moments where it's the counter initiation that wins, you know, and for XXS, a little bit greedy not to pop his BKB right there, right when he jumped in for the lasso, but not anticipating everybody was just going to be sitting behind that Monkey King.
And now it gets easier for Kataomi. He finishes off that Blink Dagger.
Yeah.
Huge for the Disruptors throughout this entire tournament. One of the most popular heroes for a good reason.
I will say, the other thing you got to be careful about right now with BB Team is not letting that last win get to your head. It could turn just as quickly the other direction, and Sven could end your dreams of moving on right here if you take a bad fight.
That's true, but they got better chances at it now with the refresher finished here for Pure. He's got 2 Chronos to go for.
Do they have what it takes? It looks like first they're going to be going up, and a smoke as 5. Feels bad to just go for the Tormentor, but XG is already retreating away. They can take the easy objective if they want it, but they were hoping to find a little more there.
Yeah, I mean, game 1, it was the same thing where they just had Save running around the map, and he didn't even die in game 1, despite them losing. But he was consistently playing super aggressive, running around the map, trying to get this vision, trying to find where they were at. So again, they send him out here to ensure that they can grab this Tormentor.
So they sit back for now, and we also have another answer that has proven to be really effective throughout this entire tournament. Miero picking up the Aghanim Scepter on the Centaur Warrunner. So if things get dicey...
Oh, somewhere I heard it. I heard Sunsfan yell.
He's so excited. The workhorse.
There it was. One random woo.
Can we get a woo for the workhorse? Oh, they're into it. They're so excited. That sounded a little bit like a howl, too.
A little bit of both, you know. All right, getting aggressive here. XXS.
Up on the high ground, finds the backline.
Oh!
He gets away. And Pure, thinking about dropping it, decides not to. Interrupted by Xingqiu. A little bit of hesitation there means that XXS gets out.
That's the nice thing about Workhorse. It's only a 24-second cooldown. You know, it's not, no worries. Pop that whenever you want. Outpost taken. And XXS just happy he survived. Yeah, his BKB's gone, but he lives for another attempt here.
Very scary to even think about going high ground for BB Team, even with the Aegis. They do not have good tower hitters. Eventually, you have that ability to go up there with Monkey King Big Ring and like do that thing, but you know, with the Bat Rider in this game, it's very spooky.
No, they are killers. They are not building destroyers.
No.
I would not want to be risking that. I mean, look at this high ground.
Although,
what are you thinking?
Pure, he's up there on their high ground now, deciding they'll take a chance.
He is an Aegis. I'm okay with this.
Jumps in, jumps out. They've got the banner down. Catapult's going to work.
All right. Could Xingqiu find some crazy toss play? Maybe if he wasn't getting hit by Maelstroms constantly.
I mean, if they can find a toss back into a lasso, he could go in the fountain, hypothetically.
Why didn't we see one right there, actually?
There it is. The toss back into the hex. And now the stun. The control is there. Pure. He jumps away, but look at it. They just rip him apart. GPK now also in trouble. Never go high ground. Never. Do not go high ground. Always go high ground. Oh, it's so good. From Pure, he's amazing. The greatest to ever do it as he jumps back and tries to get away.
Oh, nice blink by XXS. Baits him over to the side there. Ame still here, still scary. A TP in their face. It's a bold move there by Miero.
That was never going to work.
Another TP. It's under a ward.
What? Okay. it actually was still really bad for BB Team. It was still quite bad for BB Team in spite of the turnaround. XG win that one.
They didn't finish the melee racks either.
You can hear the calls, echoes of ROTK, Jio from the crowd. And Ame searching for a refresher. Ooh, and a few too many mistakes. They have a strong late game team fight lineup, but XG, they don't need that many to really completely swing this on its head. Ame can find 1 to 2 big crits playing on this Sven, and everything could fall apart. 13 to 13. And back and forth, the net worth graph swings. Ame racking up fantasy points for all y'all out there that believed and made the switch after the road to the International. But a smoke up happens now. And they're hoping to push in this bottom lane and maybe find somebody who's playing a little bit over into that triangle. Actually can maybe even just steal that away if they want. There you go, XM. Hit the party on.
Yeah. Just keep hitting all those buttons there.
Did go for the backtrack on the Faceless Void, as anticipated.
Geez, that's a tough one to keep note of in these chaotic engagements, isn't it? I mean, I can't believe how long he lived there. I thought he was going to die.
Yeah.
As you said, he's dead. He's alive.
Does have the additional ring. Also keep in mind, these teams have been here playing Dota all day.
That is true.
XG's first game was at 10 a.m. It is now approaching midnight. BB Team also playing in the second series. They are putting on a hell of a show out here for all you in the arena and watching at home.
Thankfully, Dota players are very used to this. You know?
Oh, yeah.
They actually probably played less games than usual today. So
just
hey,
one more
right.
game. Just last game before bed.
Just one more game.
Don't worry.
It is feeling like those kind of games for sure. Both of these matches so far here. And of course, after going for an eggs on the baddies, then taking for the refresher, a refresher on the centaur as well. We're going to have a lot of refreshers this game. Everyone's just going refresher.
Oh, I'm excited. This is going to be good. Things are going to be crazy. I do think the saves on GPK, if he gets the ring down, that could create some pretty intense havoc. Because you just, I mean, he's going to be dealing out tons of damage.
It's also just like the Abyssal Blade on the Monkey versus the Sven. I feel like that's going to be really crucial.
Right.
Because you got to slow Ame down during these BKBs. Because if he's just able to swing, it's over. I mean, he's got MKB. He's hitting for a gajillion damage.
Smoke up BB Team.
Tree leading the way.
This is into vision that actually have, and they see the spirit immediately.
Okay, scan from the Dire. They know no one's up there. That's going to let them go up to the high ground.
Roche.
Here is feeling aggressive.
Capable of spawning. He sees one up on the high ground. The jump. Miro wants to find him. Stun is there. GPK also controlled. Hex is out. Follow up. Keeps him inside. Ame finds the backlines on a save. But there is the chrono down. Do they have enough damage? GPK is doing a lot. Ame in trouble. Ame gone. XXS soon to fall now too. And as Xingqiu has nowhere left to go, BB Team, they are too strong.
It's a big wraparound move there, coming up the high ground. They jump in aggressively. It looked a little dangerous. Pure jumps out, but Miro jumps in confidently there, and then the workhorse onto the monkey kick. That was pretty slick.
They are not done yet.
As they
BB
tip
Team,
each other.
they're ready to keep this moving. A team that in the past have been known to tip their opponents or tipping each other, finding some appreciation for what they're seeing.
What a growth. That's so nice here, as they're going to start moving up this mid lane, maybe trying to put some damage on this Rax they missed out on last time. There's no Roche to claim right now. Oh, he's feeling so sneaky on Kataomi. From the blink now, he's picking up the Shadow Blade.
Oh, geez.
Terrorizing pubs everywhere right now by picking this item up.
Kataomi double gem. Also, I just noted on Xtreme, he has 4 greater healing lotuses.
Yeah, that's important to keep an eye on. I mean, he needs them, you know?
Pure. Miro is nearby, so any attempt at a jump onto him will be able to be found with the save. But they move on in. They take down one lane of racks. The BB team feel frisky. Are they going to keep going for more?
I mean, this is a perfect time to Roche, right? You know they're not going to buy back on Sven right now. You can get in the pit really quick. This is another refresher shard.
Roche or high ground? The answer is Roche.
We have learned that that is indeed the correct answer.
Roche will roar. And at 52 minutes in, they will be able to claim this one for themselves. So a refresher can be passed over to Disruptor if they want. Could be pretty high. Also the Monkey King.
I think Centaur would be also really nice too, eh?
Oh, XXS.
Anyone but Pure. Yeah, he's going to pass over to the Monkey.
Are scanning.
They were just kind of like moving out, grabbing as many camps as they could. Maybe hoping someone got greedy, but don't think there's really an aggressive maneuver that works out well for you right there.
I think they also have enough for a block of cheese right now if they wanted to use it. Yeah, they have a block of cheese on Monkey King. GPK has it ready.
Oh, and he just munches it, okay? He's just going for it.
So 5 minutes of having that barrier up.
That's one we don't get to see all too often. I mean, the thing is that the Lotuses are just so valuable, it's kind of scary to save them for all that, you know?
Oh, absolutely. And has the refresher shard in tow now too. I mean, this is a pretty damn good push now. You drop down the Wukong's command, you got the Savory Shield.
He's almost level 30 on Void as well, so we could still even get to that big chrono that you were hoping for earlier.
And did also go for the linked up Aghanims. So Pure now has that one ready for himself. Does not have buyback, notably.
No, he does not. That is true. I mean, one kill he has it, surely here. Ame has not gotten to play the game here. All right, now, this is a Batrider thing, right? If you're lazy setting up on this positioning, XXS will strike. And we saw before, right? The toss back.
Jumps, toss back. Got him caught, stunned, controlled, in trouble. Pure, gone.
Oh, the current's too late.
Oh, this is dangerous. This is really, really dangerous. The Static Storm is down. Pure in trouble. Slap. Oh, the sleep is there, but Ame in trouble. And Ame dead. Do they have enough damage? Miero low. Nero gets out. And the chrono now. They find XM. Pure has them in their sights and looking for more.
He's still going.
They do both have buyback, though. Pure pops the refresher. BKB jumps out. And Chronos again. Pure. He smells blood, but does he have enough to take him down? Oh, he's still in pretty far. And now Xingqiu looking again for the toss back. They get the Hex now onto the Monkey King. Pure, no more Chronos ready. XM, he's doing a lot of damage. Is it enough with Ame there? Yes, it is. Ame, he ends his life. GPK has to run away. Ame trying to chase the Avalanche. The toss, the control. Oh, they got him. GPK is going down. XG somehow they hold. They didn't even get the freaking tower.
They went for it all. They tried to end the game right there. That's what that play is, right? That's just, I'm done. I don't want to go late again. I'm finished this match. But XG, they say no. We will drag this on. You're coming with us, and we are going to get some 60-minute items whether you like it or not.
It is also going to set up a win condition now. It's
very
a
much
dieback from Lesh. Ame does not have buyback. But they burned through everything. The Scrumptious Shield is gone. Oh, that might be still around for another couple minutes.
It comes back, don't worry.
But no more refresher. The Aegis is out.
It was this right here.
Yes.
Because he's like, I'm swag. Refresher BKB.
And then suddenly, there's more heroes that you don't really want to deal with.
Yeah.
Oh, good play by GPK to catch XM over there, but it didn't end up mattering.
All this damage from the last track, too, just standing.
And of course, able to pure dodge a bunch of it, but then Ame came in for the finish. And we're back sort of at a weird standstill in our actual game.
Yeah, it's an idea now in terms of like how aggressive are you willing to be on the side of BB team? Because you've got to punish these buybacks, right?
Surely.
Sure.
There are no buybacks on XG now. They are all gone. 56 minutes and 17K net worth lead for BB team.
And we've got ourselves a refresher coming back in 40 seconds for Pure. That's really the only thing they're waiting for. He's got these giant chronospheres. I can imagine he's ready to end this game.
You've just got to find a way to survive through the double chrono and it's fine, right?
Simply
Surely.
survive. They also need to find a way to actually let Ame swing and do some damage, right? Because the problem is he hasn't been able to do that. Like, he died immediately with his God Strength in that previous fight. So even though he did come back out and help get the stuns and stuff, he's not Big's fan.
No. Hasn't been able to hit hard enough. I mean, there are a couple other things that could be interesting in there. Like, I saw the, Miero getting slept by the Elder Titan, which meant that he couldn't pull him into the cart. The first death for Pure has been pretty consistent, that, like, he goes down before there's any help that's able to come and save him to make sure his Aegis doesn't burn out.
Yeah, they were really close to having a hitch a ride play to like try and save him, but it was just a little bit too late for Miro. He was just a bit too far back, unfortunately, for them.
Savory Shield wearing out soon, but you can see how much it has swung into the favor of BB team. Gaben thinking that we're going to a game number 3, and that amplified damage certainly makes me feel similarly.
Oh, yeah, come on, you gotta enjoy this. I mean, I can't imagine resisting this. They're going for the tier 2 top. They want to make sure they can end this game. Oh, save. Is he feeling feisty? Maybe with a scurry ward placement, perhaps? Oh, that's a sneaky one.
That range is so insane.
That's so sneaky.
Yeah, if they catch somebody there. Also worth noting, though, that Tiny double toss charges.
I mean, he's been very good with them.
Xingqiu making the moves. Jumps in. Finds Pure. Big chrono. There it is, the Aeon disc for the moment. One chrono down, no chance for a kill. Double lasso. They got him. Oh, damn, GPK, you gone. Miro now not able to get in for the save. XXS wants to hunt. It's all falling apart. Miro, no, not like this. The stun, it's not enough. The curls him out of the court with a second salvo. Pure's going to start to die to this, though. In the duration, is BKB wearing out. He finds the kill onto XM. Now turning to Ame. Pure, he's got to do so much with the buyback in mass.
The Lotus.
He's just stunning himself. Xingqiu.
That is full power Ame. He's getting his chance to swing, and you are indeed decapitated.
An unreal play. Pure again goes a high ground for seemingly no reason and then ends up getting punished. Oh my goodness, big hits. It was a good attempt. If you find that kill on XM, the game is just over at that point.
If you manage to get out after.
It's a risk. How many times have we talked about that? This TI, taking these risks.
I mean, the Aeon disc.
Yeah.
Right? Clutch. He assembles it here, and now he keeps going. We don't have a nullifier, just like, help him out. And then XXS. Again, game 1, he was insane on the Earthshaker. Able to pick apart the initiations and try and ruin whatever fight is planned out by BB Team. He does it again. Jumps back in, boom, another grab.
Really, honestly, the biggest thing about this is less any of the plays, going bad for BB, but XG waiting for that perfect moment to punish.
What a beautiful sack there from Miro as well, eh? To blink in and keep Pure alive.
They find the stun. All it took was 1, 2, 5, 6, 5. And you know what it was? It was X-Nova, like you were talking about. Him being there and having the natural order meant no armor. Yeah. One hit that did 4,280 damage. That is insane.
Just very casually, They look like pretty small numbers compared to that, don't they?
If X-Nova can stay alive, he's a win condition. He's making sure that he's next to Ame when these fights go on.
Oh my gosh, we got refresher orbs, we got Aeon discs all over the place.
Because that's the other thing. Yeah, Pure has no plus armor right now.
Yeah, you're right. He had some earlier, but with the
helm
changing of the build as we move, yeah. Straight into some pure damage at that point.
60-minute items.
It is indeed that time. We need to be guided. We're just like dogs, just being led around here by the observer. Oh, by the way, guys, it's 60 minutes. Thank you.
I'm losing my mind here. Another game going to 60 minutes, and I mean, after that play, I don't know if BB team. Or, I mean, obviously, one racks up. They've got insane teamfight potential, but with no armor, basically, on the Faceless Void, if ET is next to him, everything can change.
I mean, he's going Stygian. That just seems excessive. I'm not going to lie. But in combination with ET, it is crazy.
He will, if they're next to each other, he will one-shot Pure.
And that is the most GPK item ever. He goes for Divine Regalia, of course. He's feeling himself, so... Some hazards there, perhaps.
Another hero with not much plus armor, just plus 10.
I like this helmet they are dying on XXS. It's so annoying to deal with. And we also do get the nullifier as well here from Pure, so he's had enough here. He wants to ensure that when he gets this chrono, they actually die.
The fact that both of the main damage-dealing cores on BB team will have no armor when ET is nearby, I feel like is a potentially game-ending issue for them.
Yeah, one could say that's probably not good.
And look at this, the scan hits, they know. Pure, he chose for a moment.
He just jumped.
Then there it is, the chrono already onto XM, trying to kill him off. Aeon disc out, but Ame is hitting hard. Do they have another? The chrono just barely able to hit onto Ame. Does he have the damage that he needs?
Push
It's
back.
not quite looking like it.
The safe
Sector is there. Ame hits him one time. Pure, you gotta run.
Whoa, where are you going?
Forward, ends up setting up, but TQ is right there. No, he takes right off the armor. He's gone. Oh, BB team, wait, they're all dead.
They're all dead
No,
right now.
buyback.
There's nothing left. They've already used them.
Pure, he doesn't have any chrono spheres. He can't do anything. They can't believe it.
He's standing on the high ground. Just to sit and watch this right now. It's Sven. He's explosive.
There is no buyback for time. They know. Ame, he wants to go to grand finals. He's hitting the tier 4 towers. And Pure, he does not have an answer for this. Save, caught to the side, gone.